Good afternoon, everyone. It is February 29th, leap day. What did you say? Leap day, leap year, leap whatever, leap something. And we are going to do a trade plan on UNP here on the 78-minute chart. This is clearly A plus setup. I believe we found this in SAM. I had a long list of things that I was looking at in SAM and writing up and then checking out here in our charts. So this is a SAM A plus pick on the 78-minute. We are in a trend, as you can see, right? We absolutely have our pattern, which is our bird pattern, right? That comes down like this, our woodpecker, right? We're getting our consolidation around moving averages. We have a squeeze. And we have increasing momentum, these yellow bars here. That is an A plus setup for TPS. So we're going to mark this one up for a trade plan and see if we can find a good spot for an entry for a continuation. So the first thing we're going to do, or first thing I do, is I come in here and I start to find my value area lows, right? And value area highs and point of control. So I'm going to come in here and put a value area low at about 252. Whoops. Wow, what did I just do? Nope. Lots of things going on here. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to make this yellow. And what I had done earlier was made my text bigger so you could see the numbers. So let's do that, and then let's save that bad boy so that it translates. So there's a value area low here, as you can see, at 255, let's call it 83, is a value area high. Right, where this consolidation is happening. I'm going to come up here and do a high. I believe we're at an all-time high, but I'll double check that. And then just to find out a target line, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to use my Fibonacci retracement tool. I'm going to go from the high to the low of the initial pullback. And I'm going to put in another line for our target number 2. Okay, so I have a value area low here, and I'm not entirely sure that's going to be our stop yet, so this is our value area high. Okay, I'm going to put a line right at 253.82, which is going to be our point of control. And we're going to give that a little POC label. All right. And then 258.61 is target 1. And if I lower this, 260.30, probably 260 would be a better number because it's nice and round. But there's our target 2. Okay. So we've got our lines in here. Our value area high, value area high, value area low, point of control, target 1, target 2, and now I'm going to come off the 78-minute and look at a 5-minute so I can get a little bit more detail and set up my plan. Right? So from here, I would like to pick this up off of point of control, right? You can see we've used this area here as resistance. This is our value area high, right? We've also bounced off a point of control a number of times. We're pretty close to it right now on this low. And we can use our value area low as a stop area. So we could, this is pretty close. If you like the risk reward, then this could be a great spot because we're coming into this point of control area, which is where I would like to take an entry You know, my favorite entry would be way down here with a very, very low risk reward. But we don't always get those, right? So we can at least take a starter here with an option to add if we come into that lower level. So what if we were going to take a trade right here? What would our risk reward be, assuming we're targeting the high there, right? So we're going to come in, we're going to put our little square here, and we're going to extend this up to our target number 1, and we're going to move this to our stop area. So this is still pretty decent. You know, this is 2.6 to 1, so we're nearing a 3 to 1 risk reward, or a 2.5 to 1 risk reward. So that is an acceptable risk reward in my eyes. So I love it off of that point of control, which is a little bit better risk reward, but that's okay. I mean, that's your choice as a trader. And you know how much you're willing to risk. So for reference, if you're taking it right now or off of this level, if you're watching this now, if you're watching this on a recording, you know, obviously you have to make these decisions on your own based on where the price is currently. You're risking $1.71 in the underlying stock to make 4.5. Okay. So when you're figuring out your option pricing, how many option contracts you can take based on the delta, you know, understand that you're risking almost $2, you know, especially if it breaks and you get out a little bit later, maybe down here, you know, you're really risking $2 on this trade, on the underlying stock, to make 4 or 5, somewhere around there, 450. Okay, and then if you let a piece ride, if you make your target, right, and you let your piece ride, you're looking at, you know, more of a, well, that didn't go up as much as that, yeah, 3.5 to 1 risk reward on UNP. And so if I were to take this trade, we're taking this on, what did I say, 78-minute chart. So again, I would go out to the March 15th. And I personally like, which makes it real easy for the math, I like the 255 calls, right, for 315. That would be my trade plan. Full disclosure, I'm not entering this right now. I'm just watching it. Because we are close enough that I could take it here, but it's this kind of week. I don't want to put on too much risk. We just put on NWE. So this is a secondary trade plan and these are trading or not trading. Their contracts are exactly a 50 delta. So that means that these are going to move. The option price is going to move 50 cents. They're trading at $3, right around $3.50, $3.55, right? So for every dollar move in the underlying, right, your option price is going to move 50 cents. So if you bought one contract at $3.50 and we dropped $2, right, what is your one option contract worth roughly in the dumbified math that we talk about? What is that one contract worth at the point of stopping out? 250. That's correct, right? So you're risking $1 per option contract. So this one contract is $350, right? And if you're risking $1, you're risking $100 per option contract, roughly. Obviously, if it takes multiple days, you have theta, you have IV, you have gamma, all these other things that you have to factor in. But the dumbified math says that for each contract, a $350 contract, right, you're risking $100 to this stop area. Okay, any questions on that trade plan on UNP? I will alert anyone if I get into this trade, but I like this chart right here. It's an A+ setup. All right, take care, everyone.